Hi, Kayla here, one of your professors at English Without Borders, and today I'm excited to bring you part 2 of our tricky consonant mini-series. So today, this video is all about the letter L. Okay, we will talk about 2 different types of L sounds that we have in American English and how you can improve them to improve your own accent and sound more native. So let's get straight to it. The first L I'm going to talk about is the light L. Okay, and now this light L comes at the beginning of words or just before a vowel in the middle of a word. Now some words that could be examples of this light L sound would be words like light, learn, laugh, or jelly. To produce this sound, what we want to do is have just the very tip of the tongue touch the roof of your mouth right behind your teeth. So if you feel like a bump right behind your teeth at the roof of your mouth, that's where you want your tongue to touch. Okay, so light, learn, laugh, jelly. Now, a common mistake for perhaps Spanish or French speakers is making this L too light. Now, we don't want it to be too light, okay? So a trick for this is if you feel that your L is too light, then you can add tension to the back of your tongue a little bit, okay? So we want some tension in the back of the tongue and to feel like we are pushing our tongue forward. And that will help us create that sense of tension to create the proper light L. So instead of saying light, like a Spanish speaker, we say light, light, okay? And another common mistake that could be made by perhaps Korean speakers or other people from Asian countries might be confusing this sound with a sound that is similar to an R. Okay, so this can happen when we touch our tongue too quickly to the roof of the mouth. If when we go to produce this L sound, we just make a quick tap of the tongue, then it can sound or appear to sound similar to an R in some languages. So what we want to do is make this L sound continuous. And by continuing this sound, we ensure that we produce the light L in American English properly. Okay, so light, learn, laugh. So if you feel that this is a difficult thing for you to produce when you have this L at the beginning of a word or before a vowel, then what you can do is practice lengthening that sound to ensure that you make the contact between your tongue, the tip of your tongue, and the roof of your mouth right behind your teeth. We want this contact to be continuous. So light, learn, laugh, jelly. Okay? Try that a few times. The second L we're going to talk about is the dark L sound. Now this L sound is more important, okay? This can cause confusion if you do not pronounce it properly. So I really want you guys to focus on producing this sound and finding a way to create this extra tension that I'm going to show you with our tongues and in the back of our throats to produce this extra deep L sound. The dark L sound appears after vowels and before consonants, but normally we see this sound at the end of words, such as in the words well, or fall, or milk. Now, to produce this sound, we want extra tension in the back of our throat, or more at the base or the root of the back of our tongue. Okay, that's actually where this deep sound is made. To make this sound, I don't even necessarily have to put my tongue at the roof of my mouth. It is the tension in the back of my tongue that is producing the sound. So after you produce this deep tension at the back of your tongue, you can proceed to lightly touch the roof of your mouth to produce the regular L sound afterwards. But it's not 100% necessary. So let's practice this deep O sound. O, O, O. Okay, an example sentence I will give you is, this fall we'll go to the ball game. This fall we'll go to the ball game. To find this feeling of tension in the back of your tongue, try swallowing and feel the tension that is slightly created for that instant at the back of your tongue. Or in English and in some other languages, we make the sound when something is gross or disgusting. So when you say you can feel that sort of tension in the back of your tongue as well. Let's practice again with another couple of words. Wall, fall, well. Be sure to not bring your tongue up too quickly or to make the sound too quickly. Really draw that sound out before the L at the end. So, well, fall, ball. Okay, and exaggerate that sound while you're practicing so that you can create that muscle memory in the back of your tongue to be creating those sounds. One common mistake that non-native speakers may make while they are producing or practicing the sound is instead of making the dark L, they will make a W-like sound. So instead of saying help, they might say help, help, help. But that is incorrect. Help, help, with that L sound. So here we do not need to round our lips at all. This sound is produced in the back of our throats. Okay, so help. It's not help, it's help. So do not trust your lips here, trust the back of your tongue. Okay, that's where you will produce this sound. Now, a couple of recommendations that can help you here. When a high E sound comes right before the dark L, we almost see a Y sound produced in between. For example, in the words heel or steal, we can feel that Y sound that comes in between that really helps bring us to that L and makes it sound more natural. So I don't say heel, I say heel. And I have that tension in the back of my throat. That Y sound is also similar to that tension that we create for the dark L, so that can help you get closer to producing that sound. Another trick we can use is when the tense oo sound comes right before the dark L. This could be in words like pool or rule or cool. So here we want to put in between the oo and the dark L a small W sound. Pool, rule, cool. So I'm creating that W sound followed by the dark L. Do not replace the dark L with a W sound here. We still have to produce that dark L at the end. So pool, cool, rule. A couple of other words you can practice with are words like whole, call, or sell. So that's it for today for part 2 of our Tricky Consonant mini series. I really hope this helped you understand the differences between the light L and the dark L. Try to be aware and practice the difference between these two when you read out loud or when you are speaking on your own. If you have any words that have L's in them that are difficult for you to pronounce, please put them in the comments below and we can help you figure out how to pronounce those words better. If you need some extra speaking practice, be sure to come to our live free Zoom classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can find all the information you need about them and how to access them in the announcements at the top of the English Without Borders group. I hope to see you there, and make sure you come if you want that extra speaking practice. See you in the next one.